It is officially back to school season, which means if you are a college student, you are officially back to the grind of studying and partying or whatever it is that you do at school. I am not judging. I think all good students need a mix of both. But it probably also means that you need money. School is expensive, life is expensive. And as somebody who was once a college student, I can resonate with the need to be able to find ways to legitimately make money while also navigating the rigors of coursework and everything else you have going on. So here are 5 legit ways for you to earn money while as a college student. So the first one up, you probably guessed, is tutoring. And honestly, it keeps coming up in a lot of these videos because it is a really legit way to make money. When I was in college, I made about $40 an hour easily just tutoring middle school math because a lot of parents look at college students as being where they want their kids to be. And so they look at you as a subject matter expert. Now, the advice I can give with tutoring is you want to be specific on what it is that you tutor and what it is that you know. So, are you good at helping somebody study for the SAT? What about the GMAT? What about helping people do the common applications when it comes to college? Are you good at advising with that? What about music? What about writing? It's just specific to what you know. Like if you are a software engineer, what programming languages do you know? You want to be as specific as possible so people know that you are exactly who they need to help their child. So there's a lot of different ways that you can go about tutoring. So you have to figure out, do you want to tutor grade school or do you want to do other kids in college? Your peers are also going to need help. Also, do you want to do it in person or do you want to do it online? There are so many platforms that now allow you to just tutor online, and those are great places to check out. When I did it 10 plus years ago, I did in person because that's kind of all that was really available at that time. But quite frankly, I probably would have done it online if it was now. Now, I will say in person typically pays more, but it requires you to have a car. Also, going directly to consumer pays more versus going through a platform, but it does require you to market yourself. My suggestion is if you do want to tutor, find a subject that you're really good at, create a website, showcase some of your talents, just explaining what you're good at, maybe a little bit of like a testimonial video or some other testimonials from people that you tutored, and market yourself that way. It's a great way just for people to understand that you're legit and for you to showcase your expertise. If you want to get even deeper in it, you can go ahead and create a YouTube channel and a course and all of that. But I would just start out by signing up for some platforms, creating yourself a little website, which you can create for free through a platform like Wix, and getting started that way. Now, the next thing up is freelancing. Now, if you're like me, anytime you hear freelancing, you just like immediately zone out because it sounds like you're going to have to do everything on your own, which is incredibly frustrating. But honestly, freelancing is great for college students. It's specifically great for people who are majoring in something where it's going to require a portfolio to help them get a job. So, like software engineering, UX, UI design, marketing, all the places where it's really helpful for you to showcase some projects that you've done when you're going to look for future employment. Like, let's be real, the market sucks. And so, if you're a college student going into the market, it can be a little bit daunting. And one of the things that can really help you stand out is by having a portfolio that showcases your past projects. But the question is, how do you get those projects? And freelance work is a great way to do that. So you can sign up for sites like Upwork, Fiverr, and Freelancer, where you can go ahead and just make an account, showcase what you're good at, allow people to book you directly. And then what that's going to allow you to do is make money while also being able to get project and tangible work that you can put in your portfolio to show future employers. For me, it's kind of like a 2-for-1. But honestly, freelance work is a fantastic way to make money. You can easily make up to $50 an hour being a freelancer. Highly suggest checking it out and signing up. Okay, so the next side hustle that you can absolutely do as a college student is to rent out your car. Now, I know it's like hit or miss on if you actually own a car as a college student. A lot of times, if you live on campus and campus is not that big, most times you don't own a car. But for those who do, this is a great side hustle because there's always going to be those students that need a car for one reason or another. They just want to get off campus or do a weekend trip, or they have like a huge grocery shopping day and they'd rather just have it in a car. There's always those moments. And so this is a great way to be able to make some money. So you can sign up for platforms like HireCar or Turo and rent out your vehicle for people to use, like other students or even people just looking to do gig economy work like rideshare or food and grocery delivery. And the great thing is most of these platforms will help take care of all the basic stuff. So like making sure that your car is insured while on the platform, making sure that they do background checks on the people that are going to be renting out your car so you have some peace of mind. And the great thing is for hire car, they said that the average person who rents out their car makes $9,000 a year. So it's just another way to put some money in your pocket to be able to use for whatever you need to do. So if that's something you're looking to do, absolutely check that one out. Now, the next side hustle up, which is one of my personal favorites is being a notary. So, on this channel, I talk a lot about notary work, but honestly, it really is a great way to make money. And the great thing is, you only have to be 18 years or older to do it, which means most college students will qualify. So, if you don't know what a notary is, all it is a state appointed official that will make sure that when people sign important documents, they are who they say they are, and they're signing of their own free will. You'll then put your little notary stamp and seal on it, and that's what makes it official. So that's just what it is in a nutshell. Now, as somebody who's been a notary, I can let you know that people make some serious money as a notary. There's people who make, six figures a year as a notary. But as a college student and somebody who's just doing it part time, you're going to expect to make less, of course. Most of the time, on average, you'll make about $25 per transaction, and transactions take about like 30 minutes. So you can absolutely bring home a decent amount of money. And the great thing about doing it in college is there's going to always be those things that students need notarized. So copies of diplomas, official copies of transcriptions, people who need their passport application notarized so they can study abroad. There's a number of reasons why a college student may need documents notarized, and oftentimes people don't know where to look for them at. My suggestion, if you are looking to be a notary, you can do something as simple as like having notary drop-in office hours. So post up at a cafe on campus or at the library on campus and advertise that you'll be there for, on these days for these amount of hours, and let people drop in to do appointments for you to notarize their document. It makes it easy and streamlined. And all you have to do to get started is just apply to be a notary through your state. They'll have their own separate application process. Get whatever materials it is that you need to use, like your notary stamp and journal, and then you are good to start advertising your services and making money as a notary public. And the last way to make money as a college student is as a dog walker or, pet walker / sitter. Now, this is a great way to make money. Honestly, the few times that I have actually needed to have a dog walker or sitter, it's always been a college student. And it's because you can really work around your own schedule. So you can sign up for sites like Rover and Wag and do things like, pet sitting, you can do boarding, you can do pet daycares, you can do pet walking. It just depends on what makes sense for you. I know we've all probably seen those people walking down the street who have like 5 dogs at one time while they're walking. Well, the great thing is a lot of times you can take multiple appointments at once just to maximize how much you're earning. Now, I'll go ahead and just put some average earnings on the screen that I pulled directly from these sites. But as you can see, it's a great way to earn. And what you go with depends on your lifestyle. So if you live in a dorm, you're probably not going to be able to board any pets in your dorm room. Or if you have a really packed class schedule and you're gone for a long amount of time, you probably can't do any sort of pet daycare at your house because you're going to need to be present. But maybe you can do drop-in appointments, maybe you can do dog walking, maybe you can do a number of different things. So what you choose is really just going to determine what you have the bandwidth for. But I highly suggest checking that out. It's very easy to get started. But those are the 5 ways that I think you as a college student can make some money. Now, these are 5 legit ways that people actually make money with. So go ahead and tap in. If you are a college student, let me know, what is your favorite way to make money on the side? Thank you as always for watching my channel, and I'll catch you in the next one.